Here I am on my own in another continent, fueled by pita bread and sesame seeds, hiking up a mountain in the desert in the middle of the day. Hello everyone, good morning, Boker Tov, Shalom, and welcome to Eilat, Israel. I'm just here by this Red Sea resort in Israel, late February. It's absolutely scorching. It's 11:15 in the morning, 25 degrees already. There's a lovely breeze down here on the coast, so you'd think in hot weather like this would be the place to be. You know damn well that ain't what this channel's about. Just north of Eilat are deserts, mountains and canyons just waiting to be explored. So slap on your factor 50, dig out your sunglasses and let's go. First I've got to get out of the town. It's a few kilometres to the nearest hiking trail. Just making the most of the shade right now because there's not going to be much of it as we go into the mountains. A few sweaty kilometres later, we're almost there. There's no way in Israel that you're ever going to forget what country you're in. Flags everywhere. Here we go, almost at the mountains. And here we go guys, into the dry, barren, rocky desert. I've never really done any hiking in a desert before, so I'm looking forward to this one. Now, I booked it for late February thinking it was going to be reasonably mild. It's not. It's going to be 32 degrees later and even hotter tomorrow. So I'm going to take it easy. It's not going to be masses and masses of hiking on this one, but we'll see if we can last the full 48 hours or so that I plan to be out here while camping. It's going to be good, even if I have to cut it short. So we've got this campsite here and a tour bus just arriving. So it's not quite the isolation I was expecting, but we're only just getting started. Seems like that isn't a holiday campsite there. People actually living there, which given how expensive Israel is, kind of makes sense. Yeah, we'll pretend we didn't see that. Visibility is not great, but here is where we say goodbye to Eilat. And we head along this path. Our first port of call is going to be Mount Shamoun, Michael Jackson's favourite mountain. Shamoun, motherfucker. Already lost. I was making my way along a path and then somehow ended up on a dried up riverbed here. And there's little to no breeze here in the canyon, so you can really feel the heat and the sun bearing down on you. I need to get back up onto the path. It looks like it's just here. Alright guys, we have hit our first peak. Check this out. The expanse of the Negev Desert, looking north. Wow. Red sandstone, yellow sandstone, mountains. Over this side, beyond those mountains, you've got Egypt, the Sinai Peninsula. That's looking west. Looking south, Eilat, the Gulf of Aqaba, the Red Sea. Way in the distance in the haze there is Saudi Arabia. There's Jordan, Aqaba City, Aqaba Airport, and beyond Wadi Rum, Petra. Absolutely incredible to be here just on this point of 4 countries. Here in Israel, like I said, just over there, Jordan, Egypt, Saudi Arabia there, and about 20 miles away. Absolutely amazing. If you listen closely, when the breeze drops, you can hear the Muslim call of prayer over there, over across the border in Jordan. Hopefully it comes out. It's just incredible to be able to hear it. It's a good 6 or 7 miles, I would say, to Jordan, to Aqaba. It's a pretty impressive speaker system. Alright guys, I've descended a bit from the mountain now, and we're on this flat path here. I believe there's a campsite here, so a bit of luck, I'll have some water. I've got plenty, but you can never have too much, especially in the desert. Well, there's the campsite over there. I don't think there's going to be any water there somehow. Bus from earlier there as well. No, I don't think I'll bother. Let's see what's up ahead. These guys don't even care I'm here, look. That one's got some serious horns on it, aren't they? It could do some damage to me, I reckon. Alright guys, I'm just getting out of the sun and into the shade under this here tree. Just about to have a bite to eat, so I thought I'd show you quickly what I packed for this 48-hour expedition into the desert. So here's all the food. Big bag of peanuts, apples, oranges, bananas. It's important to keep your vitamins. These croissants, they're called 7 days. They come in packs of 6, you do the math. Some hummus, some unidentified meat. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's chicken, but obviously I don't read Hebrew. Whatever it is, it'll be kosher. Some sesame seed type things. I really don't know what's in that. That's a lottery as well. Some water, obviously. I brought 4 litres of that. Some dates. You've got to have dates in the desert, right? And some pita bread. That's to have obviously the hummus and the meat. I've eaten nothing but come on there. Hello. It's gonna get dusty. Look at that. Jeez. Well, I'll try that again. Pita bread, yeah, with the hummus and the meat. I've eaten nothing but pita bread all week. I think I'm going to turn into a pita bread at some point. You're going to have to start calling me pita bread. Anyways, I'm going to get tucked in and I'll come back to you shortly. So, annoyingly, a big hole has appeared here in this side pocket of the bag. It was already there. I've done it on a tunnel in Luxembourg, but now it won't hold my water, so I've had to put it in here in the middle, which is okay, but it kind of messes up the equilibrium of the bag somewhat, so I'm gonna have to get that fixed or just get a new bag. So the plan today, guys, is to head up towards Red Canyon and camp nearby. I don't want to actually see the canyon today. It's quite a popular tourist attraction and it's always busy in the afternoons apparently. So I want to get there first thing in the morning tomorrow after camping nearby. And that's it, that's the plan for today. I don't really have anything particular else that I want to see. It's just really the experience of being in the desert. It's 1:45 now. It's getting rather hot, but I see some path ahead of us with a bit of shade, so that'll be a relief. Either that's fresh paint or it's melting in the sun. Right, we can either go this way to Wadi Roded or this way to Shecharet Canyon and the Amram Pillars. That way's more direct to where we're headed, but this way sounds more interesting. So when I was researching this trip, I thought what I'm walking on now is all footpath, but it's a track for vehicles. It'd be amazing for quad biking. Ooh. It's been a good couple of hours since I was last at the campsite, and I haven't seen anyone since. I'm about to come to another campsite, so let's see what this one's like. So this is the campground. Looks like it's for motorists only, really. You can have your little fire in there. But aside from that, there's not much in terms of facilities. Certainly no showers, and certainly no water faucets, unfortunately. It's always a bit of a culture shock when you haven't seen anyone for hours, and then all of a sudden there's masses of people. They're coming from the Amram columns, which is where I'm headed now. So that seems to be everyone gone. And if indeed it is, I couldn't really have timed that any better. It's a pretty awesome canyon. Best part of it is we're in the shade here. Worst part of it is walking on the sand. Alright, this walk's about to get a bit more technical. A bit of scrambling up there, and there's a rail to hold on to. Should make it interesting. The walk just got pretty tough all of a sudden. Walking through this sand is hard work on your legs, and then the trail goes up along the edges of the canyon from one side to the other, presumably to avoid the river that would be flowing through here if there'd been any rain. It's hard to imagine any rain here. I mean, this is, like I say, this is late February, and it's dry as a bone. Anyway, need to press on. We've got about an hour and a half before sunset, and I'm pretty sure the sun is at its strongest at the moment, and instead of being in the shade over there, I'm just stood here. So let's get on with it. Starting to feel pretty shattered now, guys. Walking through this sand. This is the bit that's okay. Walking in the flat sand, but then you got to climb stuff like this, and it's constant, and it really saps the energy. I'm going to find somewhere soon, hopefully off the trail, to set up camp. There is an official camp not too far from here, which I might go and check out. I'd rather not stay at an official one, but at least that way I know I'm not going to get in trouble. My God, I'm red. Woo. Well, I'm pleased to say the canyons are over. Back up into the mountains with views all around. There's a road just down there that leads to the night camp and the pillars in the other direction. I've fallen really short of where I expected to get to today due to the canyons. It just took forever to get through. So pretty soon it'll be time to set up camp. You can see the sun is cast a long shadow over the mountains now. Just got to find somewhere suitable. It's much more pleasant now, guys. Much more agreeable. My mood has improved immeasurably. It's no longer searingly hot, and the walking is fairly straightforward. It's all well waymarked. I don't know if you can see that waymark there in the distance. And at the moment it's all downhill as well, so much better. Feel a lot a lot better than I did about 20 minutes ago. So I've just come down from there where the last of the sun's rays are on the... Go away, bell end. The fly, that is, not you, dear viewer. So I've just come from up there and lost the path halfway down, so I just kind of winged it and made my own way down. And now I'm in this valley, completely empty. And flies are all over me. Check out this night camp, as they call it. See what that's like. If it's suitable, I'm going to camp there. If not, this place looks as good as any. I'm not going to get a sunset with those big old mountains in the way. So anywhere will do, really. The only problem with this place is there's a lot of flies buzzing around. Well, this is one way to get rid of the flies. Well, it hasn't got rid of them, but they're not attacking my face anymore. The only problem is I've reached the campground now and there's people there, and clearly I look ridiculous. Yeah, no, what's the fun in that, eh? Let's go wild. Yeah, this bit looks good, as long as I can find a flat bit. Yeah, looks as good a place as any. Interesting rock formations. This looks like home for the night. Thank God, I'm knackered. Oh, it's really nice here. It's really still, really calm, really quiet. Just the occasional breeze coming through, but apart from that, it's really nice and warm. Ah, perfect. It's just what I needed. I'm going to get reacquainted now with my friend Pizza Bread. Let's smash the hummus on like that. Slap the mystery meat on like so. Fold it over. Job's a good one. Bon appetit. Alright, it's 6 o'clock now and I'm all set up, ready for sleeping. There she is, the old bivvy. I've put a rock in the middle there just in case a breeze gets up and blows it down the valley. I haven't decided on a plan for tomorrow. What I have decided though is I'm not going to go to the Red Canyon. It's pretty far and I've had my fill of canyons, so if you were looking forward to the Red Canyon, I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. The moon is up. There she is. Crickets have started chirping. Apparently in the desert the wildlife is more active at night, so we'll see what happens. Check in with you guys tomorrow. See you later. Morning everybody. It's 10 past 6. Slept all right. It's a little bit of a chill in the air, so I'm just in the process of getting packed up. And then we're going to get on the move for a little while over towards the columns over yonder, and then I'll catch up with you over a bit of breakfast. It's now 7 o'clock. I'm here at the Abraham's Pillars. Very impressive, although rather phallic looking, as you can see. Just having a bit of breakfast. Quite a simple affair this morning. I got some croissants and apples, sesame seeds stuck together, squash bananas and some oranges and dates. I'm going to have that and then head down to the highway to get some more water, get some more supplies. And then I'll be heading back up into the Eilat nature reserve for possibly some more mountains, definitely some more desert, but I'm just going to kind of make it up as I go along. I'm not really sure what today will bring. It's only 8 o'clock, the sun is pretty high already and it's currently 23 degrees. I want to get the bulk of my walking today done before it gets too hot at like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because that was just torture yesterday. It was a real struggle. There's where we've come from. There's where we were yesterday. Side. Over that way somewhere. And here is where we're going. The highway. It's a dusty, long road, but if I can get water, it's going to be worth it. Looks like another world, doesn't it? Like Planet of the Apes or the planet from the first Star Wars film. Alright, we've reached the highway. Just beyond these palm trees here, there's a small body of water and then the border with Jordan. We, however, are heading south towards the petrol station. So we've got a bit of highway walking to do. This is the main highway from Eilat all the way up north alongside the Dead Sea through the West Bank into Jerusalem. We're almost there, my friends. Now I know how those guys feel in those movies, you know, the ones where they're riding through the desert, dying of thirst, and then they come across an oasis. Well, it's not quite as picturesque, but I can identify with the feeling. Happy days, everyone. I managed to top up my water. I've got a couple of ice cold cans of Coke, and I've found a bench to just chill out on for 5 minutes before I get out of this sort of desert Chernobyl town and head up into the mountains up there. Well, here we are, guys. You can still hear the sound of lorries reversing in the background, passing the welcoming signs, back out into the nothingness. Man, that looks fun. I'm jealous. Right guys, we are at the campsite. The first one I arrived at yesterday, just over here. This is where I came out of this canyon. Instead of heading north, I'm going to be heading west this time, over towards Mount Shlomo, or Mount Shlomo if you're American. Mount Shlomo, schmuck. Anyways, I'm going to sit on this bench in the shade over here, load up on pita bread because it's quite a climb, as you can probably see. So back between canyons now, guys. Let's just hope it's not another full-on assault course like it was yesterday. times like this I start to question my life choices. Here I am on my own in another continent, fueled by pita bread and sesame seeds, hiking up a mountain in the desert in the middle of the day. So if you're looking at the desert landscape here and thinking Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, well, this is basically the same bit of desert that was set over in Petra, over the border in Jordan. This is the first bit of ascent that I've done in a while that hasn't been rock climbing or via ferrata. It's a welcome change. It's absolutely exhausting. Almost there, guys. It's basically vertical right now. I've been on my hands and knees for the last 45 minutes or so. One last push. Well guys, we did it. I have to say that's one of the most difficult summits I think I've ever done in my life. The heat, the via ferrata, the climbing up rocks, it's absolutely done me in. Oh, what a view. Over there is the industrial town where I was earlier. There's Aqaba in the distance. Eilat just beyond these mountains here. Saudi Arabia and the Sinai Peninsula over in Egypt. Well, I'm going to celebrate with half a litre of water and a few dates in the shade. Whew, it's hot up here. Right now I've got to work out a way down off of this mountain. Almost all the way down off of the mountain now. There's a bit of a slog on the way down. It wasn't as hard as the way up, obviously, but the ground sort of just falls away like this the whole way, so you have to be really sure-footed. So very much looking forward to this bit of flat ground here. Not just flat ground, but shade too. I do feel spoiled. It's 10 to 4 now, and it's getting to that time where I need to start looking for somewhere to pitch up for the night. Now the further I walk today, the less I have to walk in the morning to get to the Red Sea, where I'm very much looking forward to going for a dip. So I want to get as close to the sea as I can, but somewhere stealthy, because there's signs up everywhere saying you're not allowed to camp and blah blah blah. And who knows, Mossad might be watching me. That's the point actually. Mossad, if you're watching, remember to smash that like and subscribe button. This tree looks like he's gone out, sod this, it's too hot for me, I'm laying down. So up here is the border with Egypt, just up that road. Stop, border ahead, crossing is prohibited, trespassing or touching the fence endangers your life. I believe they had some problems with terrorists coming over from Egypt into Israel years ago, and so now they've built a wall or a big fence, and they've got guards patrolling the border. So yeah, we'll give that a miss, we'll go this way. Look at this one in the tree, look. How did you get up there? Brilliant. Hello, cutie. Well guys, I just found this bird hide thing and I climbed up here to see if it'd be suitable, but it's a bit too small really, and it's not very straight and not very flat even. Basically I'm looking for somewhere that's off the roads but on the flat, and I've climbed up to this vantage point and I just can't find it anywhere. There's my bag down there. I have to stay off the road because the vehicle's coming through. You'll probably see some coming through here in a minute. Here we go. If there's any park rangers, or even worse, Mossad coming through, then I'm in trouble. So there's a campsite maybe another 45 minutes or an hour away, so I think I'm just going to head down to there. I'm glad to come up here though, just for the view. I'm going to have to wait for these guys to go past now. Don't want to get in trouble with the popos. There's some coming from that direction now. Right, I think I'm safe. So a very sweet couple just gave me a lift down to the campsite. As you can see, the school is here. So it's going to be quite noisy here tonight. I'll have a little think and come back to you. Guy getting changed there. So this is my view for the evening. Not great, but it will do. I'm just going to get my head down soon and get up early and get down to the beach. Birdie's come for some ants. And go get those ants. Go get those ants. My fork is looking how I feel. Broken. Right guys, it's 5:45. I have set up there. Not the greatest view in the world. But beggars can't be choosers. Teenagers around the place are doing what teenagers the world over do. Climbing up on rocks. This guy was skinning up a joint just a minute ago. These girls are sitting over there. Most of them over here. There's 3 drunk guys over there. So yeah, not much else to say really. It's a sultry evening. I'm going to get my head down soon. Absolutely knackered. It's been a very hard day. Hardest day I've had in a long while. So I don't have to get up early in the morning. I don't have to worry about Mossad tracking me. I'm legal here. So as soon as I get up, I'll be heading only a couple of miles or so down to the sea. See you tomorrow morning, guys. Morning, morning. Hello everybody. Well, last night I slept pretty well, despite all the noise. Those guys were singing pretty much most of the night. At one point, I looked at my watch and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. They were still singing away. Then not so lively this morning, but they're all up quite early. It's only 6:30 and I'm on the move already. It was a bit chilly where I was just now, hence all the layers. So I thought I'll go out into the sunshine somewhere, warm my bones up a bit over breakfast. Alright, it's breakfast time. The last of the croissants, the apples, the oranges, the dates and the sesame seeds in this little industrial area right here. Not the most scenic, but look how close we are to the sea. So Eilat is Israel's premier resort town. Plush hotels, water parks, all that kind of jazz. What I'm more interested in at the moment, of course, is a sandy beach. And I believe when I get down to the waterfront here, it's kind of a main road and I'll have to walk a few more kilometres to the east before hitting the beach. So it's not all picturesque along here on the seafront. This bit kind of reminds me of the Thames estuary. Just a bit dustier and a bit hotter. So you could easily be in Magaluf or Miami right now, except for these flags everywhere and the Hebrew script. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to be ending this video. What a trip that was. All the way from over there in the mountains back down to the beach. I've come in fully clothed. My clothes needed a wash just as much as I did. Tomorrow I'm going to be heading over in that direction towards Aqaba in Jordan, so look out for some videos from Jordan. Now I'm going to be doing some normal holiday stuff, sitting on the beach, having a couple of beers, working on my tan. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh man, I've got to do all that again now.